It is week 4 of the pilgrimage, and we're into Somerset. We've passed Wellington. We're making our way now to Bradford-on-Tyne. And the landscape's completely changed. We spent yesterday all walking along canals, and the soil's still red. It went red in Devon, but now we're noticing how much flatter it is. It's more summery feeling here still. I mean, the weather's been appalling, as I'm sure you're all aware. September has been crazy, but it's gone sunny again, although we woke up with a hard frost 2 days ago, and then all our tents were literally frozen stiff, but we were in a river valley, so there is a briskness in the air still. We've just started to be in kind of sunshine again for the first time on this whole pilgrimage, so it's become sunny in week 4, but there's still a chill in the air. And we stopped off last night. It was the equinox, autumn equinox, and we stopped off at a friend's house in Greenham, who I've been to before. We were there for the equinox last time as well, and we performed George and the Dragon as a gift to say thank you for looking after us. We had an equinox celebration, and Dan and I were given new healing sticks. So I've been walking with Sherwin. I was given Sherwin in my first walk in 2020, 5 years ago, and he'd got quite short, not just from me walking, but also because I dropped my rucksack on him once and it snapped him ever so slightly, which I turned that snapped off bit into a wand. But yeah, he was so short that it was almost having to bend down to reach him. And so I asked Geraldine and Gordon if they'd bring me a new healing stick. So Gordon is on one of my other earlier podcasts. He has a communication connection with trees, and he's an incredible dowser. He can do all sorts of things with his dowsing. He mainly dowses like waterways and the energies that the trees are giving off, and has found all sorts of incredible things happening and changing. And found they're called beacon trees. The beacon trees that are kind of gathering information from the universe and sending it out across the earth. And he found 2 in Sark when he was over for Diz and I's wedding last year. And yeah, he just has this incredible relationship with trees, and he creates these beautiful healing sticks that help go out and like massage the energies, like walk the energies, strengthen the energies. So the work that we're doing is connecting up energy lines and moving the earth energies around. And we have these sticks that have no rubber on the bottom, so that our wood of the stick is touching the earth. And they are connected to like a kind of master stick that is the stick that like passes on all the information from the other sticks, so they kind of connect with each other. And so last night we had all our sticks joined together with the master stick and had all the information being downloaded from our previous sticks, Sherwin, to my new one, which I haven't named yet, but when I find a name for him I'll let you know.
At French Weir there's a flood meadow.
That's where I live in Bristol.
I lived there before this, and back in 2000 there was a humongous flood, and they actually closed the main bridge in the town because it was like that much below the bridge, so all the path was shut. And they've actually got floodgates in all the houses near me on the river, backing onto the river, and we were given sandbags. One person in our street had a blow-up dinghy in their front room, just in case. And it was really sweet because 2 chaps I used to see at the auction, they came along, knocked on my door and said, "Are you all right? Do you need any help?" Oh, that's so sweet.
Aww.
But no, the park flooded and the flood meadow opposite. But then the next time we had flooding, the park was flooded, the flood meadow wasn't.
And that's what it's for.
Yeah, exactly, that's what it's for.
And they
let all the water go off down, and then all the levels were massively. That's when the levels were massively flooded.
Because they didn't control the river.
They didn't flood the meadow in town, which was supposed
I'm concerned about protecting Taunton, but not further down.
In the bigger picture.
No, but
the point is, it should have been flooded because it was a flood meadow. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So your friend's in Creech St Michael, is that right? Yeah. So that's before NAP.
Before NAP, but I guess we can go through there, and then he said he should be able to pick us up, although I don't think he's finished his work till about 6.
So there's Bradford on Tone, there's Ninehead.
We picked him up at Creech last time.
That's where you met me. That's where I got Sherwin.
No, we met you there the first time, but when you came and you stayed in my parents' garden, we picked you up at Creech.
Oh yeah.
Impressive.
I can't offer you their garden this time because my sister's now got an Alsatian bull, and they're fostering this husky cross. So I didn't think you wanted two big dogs walking through your tent.
No.
Besides which they dug holes in the lawn as well. So, not the greatest.
So it's 9.5 miles to St Michael, Creech St Michael, and it's 12 miles to Knapp.
Well, you're going so fast, you could walk the whole way, couldn't you?
I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't think he will finish his work. It's 5 or 6, something like that.
Is there much in Knapp?
I don't know.
Very little, really.
Where is
not
the
much.
where's
No, not really.
Knapp's just past Taunton.
Right.
Knapp there.
Because I was thinking when you said you were going to Knapp, I thought, I don't think I've ever been to Knapp.
Right.
So in the centre of town, you've got St Michael's Church?
James, St Mary's.
St Mary's
John,
Church.
St
In
Andrews.
that?
Yeah, St Mary's
Church.
Right, and that's the centre of Taunton. And to the north side of there's a stump of a tree which was an ash.
Okay.
And that's the point where the Mary line now runs through. It used to go to Trull, which is south of Taunton.
Right.
But
Where my parents are.
But the work that Noel did and others did, the clearing in Taunton, it now goes back through Taunton.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing yet.
And then it goes along the river. So if you're going along the river or the canal, you're going along the Mary line.
Right. Okay. So we're going along
But
the river.
literally, it went all the way around Taunton and then connected again at Creech St Michael with the Michael line.
Okay. So Creech St Michael's, where is it? Creech or Creek?
Creech.
Creech.
And it's the altar in the church where the node is.
Right.
Like Screech. Yeah.
Creech St Michael.
Screech.
There's
Oh.
St Drew.
Oh, Stone Circle, yeah.
Bit of
Where's it
no
near?
way, isn't it, unfortunately. Stanton
Pensford.
Drew or Stanton Wick.
There's a nice pilgrimage route from Pensford to Stanton Drew.
What day is it today?
The Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Time is.
Yeah. No idea.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Do I actually
It's not a name that
I've
comes up very
cycled through
often,
it.
so I
I've
don't
cycled
think
through it in
I
the
know.
past. Not much in
I know
there.
Wookie
They'd be
Hole.
missing a trick if they
Wookie
didn't.
Hole there for me.
Well, yeah, but you never know.
Yeah. So there's nothing really in Creech St Michael or Knapp. So if Taunton's where we'll be in the day, which is
If you
lunchtime.
go down by the river, there's behind the old Debenhams building, there's a place called the Shed.
Yeah?
In Taunton.
Taunton, yes.
It's just before the main bridge in
Before Main
Taunton
Bridge,
Road.
yeah. It was a public toilet, but it's converted into a private cafe.
Oh, cool.
And on one of the river pilgrimages, I met the pilgrims there, and the energy is quite very powerful there.
Okay.
And at St Mary's Church,
St Mary's is the main one.
Main church.
St James is the one.
just to the back of the north of St Mary's Church, there was this stump, and that used to be a short-leaved ash tree, which unfortunately died.
Yeah.
Take down. But that is the point where the Mary line runs through, goes through, then it goes out to the river.
Oh, lovely.
And it's also a line on another ley line which runs all the way through Somerset and Devon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's all happening at the moment.
Yeah, it really is. It's week 4 and we're thick in Somerset. Yeah, thick in Somerset, walking along a lovely river. The sunlight has completely changed because we had the autumn equinox and now the sun is much lower, and so everything's twinkling in this majestic way. And it's interesting to observe that this is the point last time when I walked the whole thing on my own where I first started to feel the lines really clearly. I started to feel the Mary line because everything was so twinkly, and I feel like I'm feeling them again now. And so I'm wondering a couple of things. One is we've been learning some stuff about the lines more and more. Dowsers have been looking after us and putting us up, and so learned something about how the lines get thinner and wider, which isn't something that I knew that they widened, I knew they changed size and shape and they kind of move around a bit, but I didn't really consider that sometimes the lines might be quite thin and sometimes they might be quite wide, and how that might affect how strongly you can feel them, and how observing my experience last time, which was coming this direction on my own, it was the first time I'd ever walked any of the lines, and I noticed how I felt something at St Michael's Church on Brent Tor and was very reflective there, which I felt again this time. And then this time being here, really feeling the lines being like this twinkly magical light, which is when I first started to think maybe this is the Mary line that I'm feeling. Setting all the dogs off. Oh yeah. That is possibly the lines being wider and stronger here, and also the same time of year, so the light is changing and shifting. And so even if it's that there's this beautiful magic that comes with this time of year and the light shifts, but I do also feel it's something about, feels very deeply ceremonial and magical walking this route through the Somerset levels towards Borough Mump, which then leads to Glastonbury and then on to Avebury. Like, this is some of the most sacred lands we have, and then on to Dragon Hill. I mean, this bit is sacred. And so it's funny because you have assumptions or ideas about what pilgrimage is going to be like before you go, and what the land is like, what the UK is like. Albion, our darling land of Albion. And I knew that Cornwall would be amazing and Devon would be amazing. I think also I knew Somerset would be amazing. But it's the kissing gate Dill's just gone through. It's the gift that doesn't stop giving. Every time you're like, we're sad to leave Cornwall because Cornwall's the best bit. Oh, actually Devon's amazing too. Oh, actually Somerset's amazing. And you think it will stop at some point, but it doesn't. It keeps going, and it's all incredible. It's all magical and beautiful and mystical. And we live on such sacred land, and we are so lucky. And the whole thing is a divine beauty. Thank you. From Land's End to the Norfolk coast.
Yeah. Which way are you going? We haven't been to Glastonbury yet?
No, but we're on our way there. Yeah.
Tomorrow? One hit?
One hit, yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Separately.
Yeah. Can I get a pint of lime and soda, but with just a little bit of lime, please?
Do you know what? I've never done
Thank you.
I've never
What's that? What's that? Walk from here to
does it take
Glastonbury?
you through Shatwick?
Shatwick's ringing a bell.
It's near a Grey Lakes, isn't it? Wait, that's Grey Lakes.
Yeah.
She's done it before.
Yeah.
I'll just follow her.
Yeah, it is a bit of a long walk tomorrow, but it's bloody good, isn't it? It's worth it.
Let's be honest, it's not very hilly, is it?
No, well, we've just come from Cornwall and Devon. I had to walk backwards up one of the hills because it was so steep. I didn't. Yeah, not yet.
Where are you camping then?
If you enjoy this podcast, then please consider supporting me on a crowdfunder, which is Just Giving Pilgrimage for Peace. So if you're able to Google that and support the crowdfunder, It was it was meant to be to raise money for charity, but we didn't get the Arts Council funding, which means that there's an initial cost for just being able to like pay bills and eat and drink and stuff while I'm on the road. But then if we make the target, then anything that we raise over that, then I'm going to be sending to charities. And I've managed to locate 3 small charities which are able to get funds and support through into Gaza, who I'm going to be supporting. So yeah, if you're able to help, that would be amazing. And otherwise we're walking through from Kenilworth to the Norfolk coast, and we're going to be performing en route. And I've been posting on my social media the dates and locations. And if you would like us to perform for you, or if you're up for feeding us or letting us stay, then get in touch through social media. And it would be amazing to connect with you and to come and perform. So that's at Kriya Arts, which is KRIYAARTS. And now on with the show. Yeah.
And it's all sort of clicking together.
Yeah.
She seems vaguely like she's having a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, like she's
it's a good thing to do.
It's an awakening.
Everyone should have a
spiritually great.
So
what's your...
so if you go on Instagram...
I'm no good. This is not my thing. This is her old phone, and I'm just like...
Have you got Instagram on there?
No.
No. Oh, okay. How do I do it then? I'll put it in notes.
Put it in notes.
Yeah.
They have been up on the roof for the last 2 days.
So we're doing a pilgrimage for peace, which is why we're walking.
Oh, yeah.
And at Career Arts. So I'm doing a reel every day, so you can watch what we're doing. I'll put my name on there.
Been doing it for like nearly 30 years, and like now my body is saying,
Yeah.
The only trouble with photos, they kind of can be really cold because they don't have the moralistic ending that you'd expect, and also they're completely hijacked by Christians. So a lot of things turned into the devil and the temptation from the devil.
Fucking hell, this is incredible. This book, the guy, so can't try that one.
Oh God. I know this one. I used to do this one.
hang on, you have to open the yellow bit.
Oh, open the yellow bit.
This is nicer than that.
Is it?
Oh, tap and it. No. Watch. So you go like. Oh, sorry, bro. It should leave like the perfect amount.
Okay.
Sometimes you get completely wrong.
Ah, there we go. You've got to even up. So you need to.
Oh God.
You have to go back. It's definitely a bit zingier.
It is. Look at the face. The face says yeah.
Book in here for you.
I've just given up tobacco, so this is like smacking me in the head.
Oh, isn't it?
Oh God.
All my days.
Published by Faber. It was my idea and my title.
And it was all about living in Burbage.
House of Broken Bricks. About a mixed race family growing up in the Somerset London. Funny that. We moved after it got published.
Is it? So who wrote it?
My wife.
Your wife wrote it. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Snuff.
Yeah. So
It's the wrong colour.
I was thinking I wanted to can I put this on you so it's because it'll pick up everything everyone else is saying. I'll just stick that on you. It's just a magnet.
All the way.
Because the thing that I was just noticing how like we were talking about when I came in. That it feels like a zombie apocalypse. What did you call it?
Chavageddon.
Chavageddon. Chavageddon. It's such a good name for it. Because it is. I literally feel like monsters are erupting out of people.
But as I was saying, like to my brother, like I feel we moved to Pinnock, so we moved from like a small holding.
Your names.
Jolie.
Justin.
Dan.
What's your name?
Joe.
Justin and Joe.
Yeah, my parents were cruel.
Jolie and Dan.
Same initials.
Sorry, rude.
So that Jay Williams just fit both of us.
This book, Phil, the co-author, he'd read a book. There was
book came out a few years ago called Storyland, which was British folk tales.
I think, yeah.
Amy Jeff.
Yeah, if he's got
and
it.
he said he'd really hoped to be able to recommend it, but it was all kings and queens and devils, and he said those don't belong in the folk. They're medieval.
Yeah, they've been put in
So I
there.
said to him, you write your version and I'll publish it, and this is what he came out with, and it's.
Yeah, it's
I think
on.
your wife will like it.
So she's retelling this. The funny thing is the story that she wrote, that I dreamt, that she then took and did she did an MA in creative writing. She was a scientist. She's STEM.
Oh wow!
But she hated medical writing and wanted to get out of it. So she wrote this book. It won the Bridport, actual Bridport, not Bridport. It won the Bridport First Novel Award.
Yeah.
She hadn't even finished it. She was never going to finish it, but it won.
Oh wow!
Got published by Faber.
What's it called?
The House of Broken Bricks. House of Broken Bricks, which is based in a house that we lived in on the river just here.
Yeah.
It was built by the bargemen. So basically, it's that way. It's up the River Tone, mate. It's not down the Parrot.
Oh, is it? Okay, you're thinking.
Curlew.
Okay.
So these houses. So the metaphor was.
Yeah.
So all the bargemen used to use broken bricks from Bridgewater brick kilns to get up and under the bridges and use it as ballast.
Yeah.
They'd unload it and take the cider and the withies from the people here.
Cool.
They'd leave the ballast, and the basket weavers would build their own little cottages out of it.
Wow.
The thing that she doesn't mention is, the house is built out of these little broken bricks.
Yeah.
But they're really strong. They've been there for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So it was about this little broken family that was also suffering from the microaggressions and the crap that comes from, modern
How
life.
did she end up here?
I'm from here.
Yeah,
so
no,
I met her in London.
Oh, you met her in London, right?
I did a degree in fine art in Reading, and then moved to London afterwards.
Right, okay.
Yeah, well, why do you think I'm a builder? Of course, yeah. That's what I got to fall back on. But it's a love story, and it's ultimately one where she stays, and she has the woman in the story has fraternal twins instead of identical twins.
Right.
Yeah. But one is white and one is black.
Okay.
It's also a ghost story. It's also magical realism.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
that sounds amazing.
Anyway, the reality is in the story they stay in the village.
Yeah.
The reality was, after Brexit, our life got worse and worse here. My son was getting punched in the face every day on the bus and threatened with knives in Langport. My daughter was being racially abused at primary school, and Fee just went, I can't stay here, so we moved to Exeter, but now we are right in the thick of it.
Part of it was because there was a lot of similes with people that were actually she would see in the school playground, and then had the
there's a lot of the mums are real mums, and so it was that's not why.
And they turned out
the truth is she lived here for 12 years. We moved back here because we were living on a boat. We had our son.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of room to move, and we just craved having a garden.
Yeah.
So we could grow stuff, and a place came up for about 80 grand. So I live in Exeter now.
You're in Exeter, right.
But now I am in the heart of Chavland. We're in Pinnow in Exeter. And it's just like I said, I'm witnessing Chavageddon in front line.
I don't know how to escape it, and I don't know. What's your idea for hope and love?
I'm going for local council.
Yeah, well, I'm in the government.
I'm waiting to see whether to go for whatever Jeremy Corbyn does next, or whether to go Greens.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to go knocking on doors, because if I don't, I'm going to give up.
I'm
I keep saying I can't be hopeless. I've got to keep going. Hang on. There's got to be another narrative. There's got to be a more positive one. It's a kind of one.
to move to my acre of woodland in Shepperton.
But this is what I've done. I've moved to a little island. And it's like I've accidentally activated my apocalypse plan. But then even there, it's happening. This is what I mean by this zombie apocalypse. That like my husband's aunt has just suddenly chaved, and it's just like we
I
can't
even heard my
escape
mum
it.
go, well, not everyone that votes reform is racist.
Yeah, and you're like,
no, they are a bit.
Yeah, I mean, basically they are.
I've been with a black woman for 25 years. I'm a bit racist sometimes. I've had to accept this.
Yeah.
You know,
it is a nuanced conversation, and I guess that the problem is that it's all getting shot down all the time. Like I walked on a pilgrimage with a woman from Iran, and she was saying if you from Iran, and she said if you went to Iran and like acted the way that anyone coming to England does, you wouldn't be allowed. No. But that's part of the issue is that the disruption's caused by the wealthy, and then people move because of the disruption.
It's that jar of cookies.
Yeah.
You've seen the analogy, haven't you?
What's that? Tell me the jar of cookies.
The jar of cookie analogy is that all those at the top, your Farages, your Musks, all of that, they've got a massive jar of cookies,
Yeah.
and they're pointing to the poor white working class and going, hey, look, see that stranger over there? He's trying to take your cookie.
Yeah.
But they've got all the cookies.
They've got all the cookies.
They've got all the
exactly.
cookies, and they're
Everyone's pointing
telling
at
you
each
that
other. Exactly.
other person. Whereas actually, the working class have got more in common with each other than they do with those at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's been the same way forever.
Yeah.
Divide.
I think that's what possibly
ones
needs
down
to
the
happen
bottom.
is we need to shout more about that.
No, the cookies. But
Yeah.
they call it. What do they call it? Politics of envy.
Yeah.
It's like no, well, even
It's not something to be envious of. I live with billionaires. Like I live on an
Yeah.
island with billionaires.
Yeah.
Billionaires, multimillionaires, millionaires, old, rich, new rich, and they're not happy.
Well, you know that
There's nothing to be envious of. They're not happy. They're nasty. They're backstabbing, nasty pieces of work, getting plastic surgery,
you know
and
that-
aren't happy with who they are.
You know that Roosevelt, after World War II, wanted to put a cap on wealth. He was a Republican, wasn't he, Roosevelt?
Yeah.
He wanted to put a cap on wealth at 100,000, which is about $1 million now.
Yeah.
Anything after that was going to be taxed at 100%.
Yeah.
Of course they bring him down. The Rothschilds bring him down. Everyone brings it down. If you try and
They would
suggest,
be happier.
They would be
People
happier.
would be happier.
What do you need?
If everyone around you's happy, you're happier. And then it means you haven't got this want and desire and this thought that you've just got to keep going further and further up.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to start doing social media because I want to do, as an artist, I want to do a picture of like Musk and that lot as puppet masters with the little Farage underneath and all of that underneath, and they're all like doing this and basically making the working class Iron Maiden number of the beast. I'll make it look just like that. But what they are is they're all making us fight for the crumbs when they've got all the cookies.
Yeah.
We know they've got the cookies.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
it's
just so
old as
disappointed in
time,
the Labour
divide and
government. It's
conquer.
just
Yeah.
shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking. I voted Green. I always tactically vote.
But it is about
and I just couldn't
mobilising
even
ourselves.
tactically vote this time.
Because we can't. That's the thing, the Corbyn thing as well. We can't keep looking for heroes because if you have that, then they can always get chopped down as well.
Yeah.
If you've got a hero, then they can be knocked down. So it needs to come from a more collective. Yeah.
Actually,
we need
no,
to
that
do it
makes
all
some sense.
together. We need to stand up
Yeah, that
together.
makes some sense.
Which means a lot of love for each other. We need to be spreading love towards each other. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? What do you do then other than being a pilgrim? Did you have an arty slant as well?
No, it's music.
Music, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, check out Driftwood Nipple Sticks.
Brilliant, can I?
I'm always
Or
checking out
Giant
Driftwood
Robot
Nipple
Bodies
Sticks.
or Blue Room Baboons. I have three of the most ridiculous band names
No, but that's awesome.
in the world.
I've got a list of stupid things that we've made up for band names. Or just when anyone says anything funny, I'm like, putting that on
Yeah,
the
that'll
list.
be a good band name.
Hang on, Prefab Sprout.
Prefab
Come
Sprout,
on, let's
yeah.
be honest, with just three random ones. Hang on, I was in another band called
Half Man, Half
Cider
Biscuit.
Metal Fight as well. Because it was like, well, what do we like doing? Drinking cider, heavy metal and fighting.
Yeah!
To be honest, none of you really like fighting.
No.
Half Jim.
You just like to say you
Oh,
are.
and Jim didn't even like fighting. He just pretended he
I was in
liked
a band
fighting.
called Peyote Fly the Chillameg.
Coyote Fly the Chillameg.
Peyote Fly the Chillameg.
Actually, that makes Driftwood Nipple Sticks sound positively pedestrian now, doesn't it?
Love it.
Nice. Well,
I was 17 at the time.
well, that's really progressive. Actually, probably prog rock time as well.
Yeah,
Kind of Hawkwind covers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
can be a bit more. Freddie Lemmy was with me.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
was a big.
That was my big
fingers up,
inspiration.
wasn't it? When he got kicked out of the band, it was like.
See, Fee had such an awful time with Faber because they basically wanted her book
Yeah.
because it was just after BLM, but it
Right.
took 2 years to go through the mill,
Yeah.
which it shouldn't have done, by which
It
time
always
the
does.
pendulum,
Yeah, it's-
and we're watching
yeah.
this pendulum and it's so violent now and it's so quick.
Yeah.
Like suddenly they
Yeah,
were like,
no, I was literally
well,
thinking that.
she
Yes,
did
like
Hay
earlier,
Festival
I was like, what, where's
to
that
about
gone?
12 people,
Can you imagine that
half of which we
happening
knew. You know, it was like, it was, you know, just what they just decided we're not putting any money to this. Waterstones went, nah, not interested.
Jesus.
And she's gone, if she publishes anything else, she's going to do small press because
Yeah.
that's way more important.
Yeah, totally.
All the main publishers, all they care about is money.
Yeah.
It's just a money-driven thing. And they talk the talk.
And they get
because
the
she didn't
authors-
know
And
any
it always
better.
takes
Get the
years.
authors to do all the promotion as well.
Yeah.
Like, what's your social media?
Yeah,
Get-
yeah.
Oh, she
all
hates
all my
social
friends
media.
who I know who've got me big publishers.
He was
just
on
turn
Women's
into.
Hour.
Yeah, she was on Women's Hour,
He was
yeah.
on Women's
She,
have it on
she
site.
got out into the green room afterwards and just burst into tears. She hates it. She just hates it. But they were like, no, you're doing this, you're doing this. Sent her to some training. Now she's She's doing a PhD, but she's lecturing at the uni, although they're paying her student wages, which is horrendous.
Wow.
The university's cutting left, right, and centre in the arts.
Exeter Uni.
But that's the other thing, the arts are being screwed as well.
They're being screwed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm an
screwed.
artist and I've spent my life being an artist and my career is gone.
The
I'm now
folks
a
who wrote
barmaid.
that book were arts lecturers at Plymouth Uni, and they've just closed the whole art department.
Yeah. And that's kind of the last.
Who is it?
Phil Smith and Helen Billinghurst.
Oh, okay. The head of the department for creative writing, he's just left.
Oh,
he's an
right.
American guy.
Yeah.
He's just gone to. He's picked up a lectureship in New York. He's going to commute because he can earn more money over in New York than he can in Plymouth.
It's a hell of a
Well,
University.
he'll go for the term and he'll come back. He'll go for the term. He'll come back.
But it's the last.
that Devon?
It's the last
New
bastion
York?
for freedom of
Is that in
speech
Devon?
is the arts.
Yeah.
So the fact that the
That's in
arts is
Rotherham,
disappearing
actually.
is like.
There's a New York
that's
in
it.
Rotherham.
You wish that bloke was back with his knife and his punching through brick walls.
Yeah, it's got too woke. It's too woke for me.
Still too waking it up.
It's too woke.
Howard, that bloke Howard, he was a...
Don't say his name 3 times. Don't say it. We were saying a second ago that you were the antithesis, right?
Yeah.
He was here yesterday, just talking utter.
Yeah.
And it made me go, I hate pubs. I used to love pubs, and now I hate pubs.
You were thinking that before we turned.
Yes. No.
No, I actually like you two.
Oh,
Thank you, mate. That's really kind of you.
I don't believe the word you're saying. It's when you were touching your nose when you were saying it.
I didn't say a word.
He actually didn't touch his nose either. That's cruel.
No, not your nose.
Oh.
You're not from Boroughbridge. So that's right.
Oh. Do you know what? Actually, Nick's lived in Boroughbridge longer than you have.
Okay.
Did you used to live at Parrot? Did you used to live at Parrot Cottage for a bit as well?
The blue one.
Yeah.
Ali
Brown's old place. Yeah, it used to be a bed and breakfast. Yeah. But now he lives at Athelney. You're Athelney, aren't you?
No, Curload.
Is it Curload?
Yeah.
Is it where Dave is?
Yeah. Curload.
I suppose it is Curload. Yeah. No, sorry, you're right. So you know better than me.
I live in the old Skittle Alley of Pound.
Of the pigeons.
The pigeons.
The pigeons, yeah.
Oh, I love. I'm just.
You're all right, Brian. How you keeping, mate?
Yeah.
You alright, Mr. B?
Got the jumper on.
Still here?
Close the door.
You're late on
Do you want
break.
to close the door?
I've been here too long.
But it is. It's engagement with the grassroots.
And Joe, you having half?
No, I'm good, bro.
We're gonna go do a performance of George and the Dragon up at the
On the mum.
ruin on the mum. Yeah.
Hang on, like a mummer's thing.
Yeah, we're mummers.
Oh, of course.
Of course, we're bloody mummers.
Who's the doctor?
He's the doctor.
Of course you're the doctor.
And the Virgin every time.
They've still got mummers in North Curry.
Oh, do they?
Just over there. They do it every Christmas.
North Curry seems like quite a good community, is it not?
It's
is it?
just full of
Oh, is it? Poshos.
They've come down from the home counties.
Yeah.
Oh. Because it was quite surprising how much was going on as we walked through. It was like there was a lot of stuff
Do you
happening.
know, it's okay. Well, I mean, it's friendly, it's okay.
Yeah.
But they can afford to be friendly and okay. But
That used to wank
don't.
secretaries.
Did you know it made the news? It was one of the nurses. He was making her cups of tea, and she thought, "What's this thing in the bottom of my tea?"
No!
Dr. Chapman. Yeah, it went to court. Yeah. He then claimed. What did he claim? Something crazy like, I did have a sample, and it was something that must have fallen in. And you're like,
no!
Do you remember? Did you hear about that? What? Dr. Chapman was caught putting his semen in one of the nurses' teeth. You shouldn't laugh. No, he didn't. Suspended sentence. He's a doctor. He denied, and he moved to Gloucester. That's what he did.
Some tea. So, do you want a cup of tea? And it'd be like,
Oh, God.
It's not even weird. It's like beyond. It's psychopathic.
He never offered me a cup of tea.
He was
lucky bastard.
He was Rex Champion's doctor. He was old Rex's doctor. Rex loved him.
God.
He was all right. Actually, no, I lied. His dad, because his dad was a doctor before him, wasn't he? Chapman, who's second generation of lunatic. Yeah, that's North Curry for you.
Yeah, okay, that sounds great.
Yeah, Boroughbridge is better. It's a bit more webbed feet, a bit more real world.
but we're not posh or banking people's cups of tea.
I've never done that. But that's the thing, he never had time. He must have planned it, brought it in with him.
He must have had such a buzz, like watching her go.
Why?
You're drinking my
Why? Why? It doesn't make any sense.
People are strange.
Yeah, exactly.
Extra spoon of sugar.
Strange can be good or bad. It kind of walks a funny line.
Bad, yeah.
Strange bad.
Strange bad. Strange good or strange bad?
Strange bad.
Oh my days. I'm so sorry.
At least we apologise when we take it to that next lower level. You mentioned it. I
know.
Never have said it.
Or just thought North Curry.
That's what you think
That's
of.
the first thing you do.
We said all the words.
So hang on. So you'd have come down to New Road and then along the river.
Yeah.
So that's where we were just working.
We were
How
just,
are you?
Yeah. Were they doing all that? Did you see where they were doing all that work on the spillway?
Yeah.
Where they were pretending to look busy. There's about 5 or 6 of them.
They weren't. They're just all sitting in their van.
There's a massive digger. Dragging about like a bag of scalpings around, trying to look busy.
Yeah,
they've been there about 2 years.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, I know, because that's what I was saying. I've come through before and it's been the same. Yeah.
It's horrendous.
Yeah. I said when we were on our way today, I was like, there's some building works that stop you from carrying on along the river, and that's still there.
Yeah.
That was 5 years ago when it first was happening.
If you do read the book, it's all based there.
Is it?
So the place is real. That's Curlode, and that's and it's really interesting. Like it's really clever. The monks came over from Holland, didn't they, and showed everyone how to drain the land.
Yeah, cool.
And actually, if you look at a map of here and you zoom out, it's all these ditches, all these irrigation ditches. It's really incredible. But it's just been mismanaged and kind of left.
And then this is where King Alfred was hiding.
Just in Athelney, just
right. Okay.
So Ethelred the Unready kind of was getting pushed back. That was his grandfather.
To get that terrible kind of name.
He must have been unready.
Must have been going.
And so they were getting pushed. And because he knew Wessex, he sent his son there. And that's apparently why he was at Athelney Abbey. And when they did
the cakes is a load of nonsense.
When they did Time Team,
this is hilarious.
On the basket works, just up the road now on a long straight, and they were asking people in the basket works, do you know anything about like Athelney Abbey, like King Alfred? They said, no, not really. They started doing a dig there, and you're
so Tim Morgan, who owned the farm, said you're in the wrong field, and they went.
No, we're not.
No, we've done some research and we're pretty sure that it's here. And he went, all right then. He's really. Have you met Tim Morgan? Tim Morgan's great, and he's so chilled. He's kind of bald but ginger, massive kind of hair sticks out the side, a big beard. He's beautiful. He wouldn't spend a penny on a trouser clip for his bicycle. He's a bit of baler twine. His farm's worth millions, right? And so we just went, I think you should be in this field. And they went, no, I think if anyone, okay then. And he just walked off, so gentle. And they spent a whole day digging and found nothing.
They found, a ditch. They found a ditch. And they found like some post holes.
The next day, they went back to him and said, well, where do you think we should dig? He goes, I think you should dig there. And they said, why do you think that? Because we've been digging out with a plough for like 60 years. He's got all the courses, all the mullions, all that. He didn't show him that. He's got a barn full of all the good bits. But all the good bits are the pretty carvings because you can't use them in building. But the house that we lived in, the house of broken bricks, all the footings and all the flagstones are from the abbey. Everyone robbed all the stuff, so there's very little building stuff. So in all these houses that are all tumble down houses that are built into the riverbank, they're broken brick down to a certain level, but where the footings are, beautiful worked abbey stone. So it's really lovely. They're built out of like the abbey. It's so nice.
They wouldn't listen.
No.
These idiots were like, no, we know what
we're talking about.
We've done geological surveys. It's like, well, hang on, I've been working on the land for 50, 60 years.
But it was just the way that he didn't argue it.
Yeah, it's all right.
So that was one of the most depressing time teams I've ever watched because I just went, I did wonder what time it was.
They probably do that every time. There's always a local going, nah.
I don't know, it creates a bit of drama, doesn't it? Oh, look, we can't find it. We found it. Oh, look at us.
I know how to get it back.
How? We have one of them on the bar in Sark, and the dogs come to the pub without the owners.
Do they really?
Yeah. We're friends with all of them, like Fred, and I'm like...
These dogs would not survive on the mainland.
No, but they don't have to.
No.
They just want, and we all know them. They've all, they're all our mates. They turn up. It's like, all right, Fred.
See, my old man would like it. He still drives a horse and cart.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
he still turns the hay.
Still turns the hay.
Oh, wow.
6 acres of land.
Oh, see, look, I keep all the good photos. I fixed the wife's door. Basically, it wasn't opening, so I got a new cable, but it's the wrong size, so I had to tie it up with a bit of baler twine.
Wallpaper.
No, I'm a bit like, I heart things, and then it puts all my hearted things as my wallpaper.
Come on, find a picture of the old man doing that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Still mixed like gypsy caravans and shepherds.
Wow, that's so amazing.
That's great.
I think he's probably the only person in Somerset to still turn the hay with.
Yeah.
You know those lovely old hay.
And we know an old farmer who still does the small bales, and he comes and bales it, and he leaves it for his last job of the year. He says he loves it. So the horse will be turning the hay, and he'll be following behind and baling it.
Oh, wow.
And it's just magic.
His dog's called Shaman, by the way.
Ah, yeah.
Dog? Horse.
Yeah, the horse is
The other one's
called
called Gypsy.
Oh.
But yeah, gorgeous horse.
Oh, that's not turning the hay, that's bringing it in.
Oh, wow. That is so
Proper
cool.
hay wain.
Wow.
That's your dad's,
Oh,
is it?
love it.
Oh.
We used to have to
That's
collect
awesome.
the bells from the Somerset levels, and it would be 50p a bell or 30p if you went and picked it up. So we'd get 90 bells on at a time. And then
there's the turn.
You'd have to stand on top of it.
Yes, sitting on top of it,
That's
ducking
so cool.
underneath all the willow trees.
Oh, wow. And then chucking them on.
Yeah,
as it walked. Yeah, chucking them on.
500 bells in.
Wow.
Yeah, he left school at 15, did plastering for a bit, then painting, decorating, but he's proper socialist. His favourite book's The Ragged Trousers Philanthropist, and the working class should be more
proud of who they are.
Proud of that's the culture.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're doing the Mama's Day.
But unfortunately, we've all been pushed this individualism, this selfish kind of thing, and it shouldn't.
Still, who's the older?
Thatcherite kind of,
But I can't believe it permeated.
Yeah, no, totally.
This kind of real trick of like.
Dill, who's the older lady that I'm walking with, we work at a Tudor reenactment, so we live as Tudors in the summer. And the public pay to come and
really
see us.
wants to do that as well, because they do the medieval fair up at,
she could come. It's called Kentwell Hall in Suffolk. Kentwell Hall.
Right.
I'll write it down in your thing. And it's 500 people. It's actually the size of Sark, which is where I live.
I got a funny feeling that she would feel kind of uncomfortable.
Well, there are actually different ethnicity people there already. It's a bit mixed. You'd probably have to be a merchant. You'd have to be merchant class. But there was actually a lot of black people in London at the time, but it was merchants.
Yeah.
So it wasn't any slave stuff at the time. It was merchants who were trading.
Yeah.
There was always slavery, but that could be from anywhere.
Yeah.
Like anyone would be.
They've forgotten this part of history because there was also quite a big exchange between Native Americans in America.
Yeah.
When the first Pilgrim Fathers went over, there was like a two-way discussion because, of course, they didn't have the money from slavery to have this massive army behind them to go and take it all. So it was actually like a cultural
it was
exchange.
More of an exchange,
But that's all been forgotten. It's all just completely
Well, that's
lost.
it. Tudor London was really multicultural. So when they say, it was like wild this and that, it's like never has been.
This is what she's throwing up in her folktales because the oldest folktale that you can find in the UK is that giants came from Africa and threw the stones down.
Yes.
Then a load of princesses came from Syria.
Came from Syria.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a small boat.
St. George.
In a small boat.
It's in the book. It's in the book.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! You beat her to it. She's trying not to be too political because she also doesn't want to get anybody's back up. So she's always been very gentle in how she's done it, which I think is like testament to.
No, and he's never been to England.
That's her real skill because I'm like angry.
Yes.
Never been to England ever. Yeah, it's mad. That's why we're doing the play of St. George. Because we've obviously got the cross. It's good because we're doing it, and it means that no one thinks we're against them. Because anyone who's like, flag waving, it's like, well, this is the play, and it's traditional English. Like, this is what we're doing, being a mama. But anyone who knows is like, but also, he's not from England. And he mentions it in there.
I've got a new line for the Doctor.
Yeah, good. What is it?
Are you mummers allowed to do that? I thought it was sacrosanct.
Oh no, you got to mix it up. I've been mumming since I was 13. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Who introduced you to that then?
Through doing the Tudor thing. So I've been working as a Tudor reenactment since I was 10.
Right, but that must be your parents.
No, I went on my own. I went with the school. I went with the school when I was 9, and I was so like.
So have you always had the feeling that you were born in the wrong time?
It's not that I think I was born in the wrong time.
That's what I'm always
I think I've got a past
Sorry,
life. I've got a Tudor past life. I've nearly drowned 6 times in this life. And when my mum, I did a play about 3 witches being burnt that I took on tour. And I went to all the places where Matthew Hopkins, the witch finder general, tortured and executed witches. And it turned out that Braintree, where I'm from in Essex, is literally in the middle of the spider's web of everywhere that he went. He's from Manningtree, which is kind of next door to Braintree. Yeah. But when we went out to all of the places to find somewhere, so I did it in like literally in Colchester Castle where the torturing actually happened, Coggeshall Barn, which was right next to the Ducking Bridge, loads of places like that. But when we went to Coggeshall, which is the nearest place to where I was born, my mum, as we were going over the Ducking Bridge, she went, "Oh, we lived there." And I was like, "We never lived there. I've only ever lived in Colchester and Braintree." She went, "Oh no, when I was pregnant with you."
Colchester's that little island, isn't it?
No, Colchester's.
Oh, just next to the island.
Yeah, next to the island.
You can go across to a muddy little island.
Yeah, Fingering Hoe.
That's one. Yeah. I knew someone from university.
Fingering Hoe.
There's a lot of Fingering Hoe in Essex.
The island's called Fingering Hoe.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It only became funny when Gangster Rap came out.
It's a place. It's a place. It's a place.
It's a place called Fingering Hoe in Essex.
See, I bet Nick knows it. He's probably trucked up there.
So what just happened?
So we've just been in a fabulous little pub, King Alfred
in Boroughbridge,
near where King Alfred burnt the cakes.
Yeah.
And we met a couple of builders in there, and they were like an antidote to so much that we've been going through. They were just really kind of open, loving, just interested in all sorts.
And they talked about the Chavageddon.
Chavageddon, yeah. Well, they talked about the kind of this narrative that we've been hearing everywhere about immigrants.
Yeah.
Which, weirdly, you know, we've been walking through Cornwall and Devon where there's not really a lot of immigrants.
No.
But everyone seems worried about them.
Yeah.
And these two fellas just had a completely different view on it, and they were quite worried about the way that narrative's taken over.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have thought it when we walked in. When we walked in, it seemed like the normal atmosphere.
Two
of
kind
a
of
pub.
laddie builders who kind of offer us some snuff when we go in the pub.
Yeah, my nose is now full of snuff. Even the bar staff as well. The barmaid was fully on board and was interested in what we were talking about.
Yeah, just everything in there felt a lot more open and relaxed and not quite so stressed out.
Yeah. Antidote is the word. I needed that.
Yeah, me too.
And last night at Will's.
Yeah, last night on the Michael line in Creek St Michael. Just understand it, because it has almost been. It feels like everyone we've met has bought into this kind of Daily Mail style narrative of
which has been
the
shocking.
Immigrants are coming to get us. You know, they're going to take over our culture. There's going to be Sharia law. There's going to be this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
We've just heard it everywhere.
Yeah, it's been shocking.
Even from people you wouldn't really expect.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to bump into a couple of geezer builders.
Yeah. In a pub where the pub seems to be on board.
Yeah, it just talked very differently about it.
Yeah, it was a massive relief.
I really was expecting God, the whole walk's going to be like this. We're just the odd ones out.
Yeah, that was it, because it was starting to feel that way, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was like,
was.
God, are we the only people that are like not a little bit racist?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's really scary. And the thing that I think that I just like got as a piece of hope from there is the talking about the people with the cookie jar and looking up and going, I mean.
Oh yeah, I just caught the end of that. What were they saying?
Yeah, so he was saying that people with all the wealth. Do you know what? I think we should have gone up earlier. Right, so before we go up, I'm just going to show you a place. I'll just do the cookie jar thing. So the cookie jar thing was that the rich have got the cookie jar, and they're looking down and they're going, "He's trying to nick your cookie."
Oh yes,
to each
I know.
other,
Yeah, I've seen the meme.
Yeah.
And they've got all the cookies all along.
They've got all the fucking cookies, and yeah, I think we need to just start being noisier about that. So that was week 4, and we have, been nurtured and found solace in the fact that there are other people like us in the world. It had definitely felt like it was just us, and that was becoming a bit terrifying. But thankfully, we are not alone. It feels like Somerset is very much thriving with a lot more people of the same ilk. We haven't heard a single person say the word immigrant or immigration in a negative way since we've been here. We're just coming to the end of being here now. So yeah, it's a interesting time to be alive for sure, and it feels really important to have that, like, just knowledge that we're not on our own, because it has felt like we are on our own. And yeah, the cookie jar thing, my personal view is, why are we fighting? It's divide and conquer, isn't it? Why are we fighting each other when? But then I suppose I'm always interested in not being, because I was looking at John Cleese's video that he did years ago about extremism, and how it's great being an extremist because you get to be right, and that's the fun of being an extremist. And if you're a right-wing extremist, then you hate minority groups. And if you're a left-wing extremist, then you hate authority and people with wealth. So I'm very aware in myself to not do that, as well. So I know lots of wealthy people. They haven't actually been that great, to be honest. I mean, there are some that have and have been really generous and helped me get my festival Beltane off the ground and have been amazing. But then there's also been people that have tried to take over the island and have been not great. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's difficult, but I don't want to make sweeping statements about any group of people, whatever they are. So whether it's the billionaires or millionaires or trillionaires, nah. I'd say billionaires and trillionaires I do have a bit of a problem with. But even so, they're still human beings, It's just difficult, isn't it? We can't just keep making sweeping statements about people. But let's just keep being inquisitive and curious and kind, and take each human being as they come rather than as a group. So that's what we've learnt this week, and so let's carry on walking and see what we discover as we begin to enter Wiltshire.